Well, after nearly a dozen new tax increases went into effect last week, there is some concern that those increases could hurt tourism in Louisiana. Local 33's Talia Simelian takes a look at that.
Car rentals, hotel stays, food, and entertainment. You can blame tax hikes for costing you more. But is it enough to make tourists travel elsewhere?
We don't anticipate that it will have an effect or a major effect at all.
Paul Arrigo with Visit Baton Rouge believes we can continue to sell Louisiana as a picture-perfect place to visit.
You know, we depend very much on the visitation in Louisiana, and we hope that it continues. And we've been very fortunate to have a great brand out there. Louisiana is a well-known brand.
While tax hikes won't affect tourism, budget cuts could. Under the worst-case scenario, the lieutenant governor could lose 30% of his budget, and that's after 10 years of consecutive cuts.
We're going to operate everything as we've been, but if they don't fix it in a special session, we could see devastating cuts to all of those facilities in the state.
Nungesser says he'd have to lay off employees and lock up the majority of our state parks, museums, and historical sites.
When you go back home, what are you going to tell your friends? Don't go to that state. Everything's closed. They're not open for business. They don't want us. We can't afford that to happen.
Even so, that's the reality we face right now, and it doesn't stop there.
We would also be at risk of losing a lot of federal money. The library gets federal grants, state parks gets federal grant money, so does AmeriCorps with Volunteer Louisiana.
Nungesser says his office is looking at public-private partnerships and naming rights to help sustain our state parks. For your local election headquarters, I'm Talia Simelian.
Once again, the lieutenant governor says the 30% cut is the worst case scenario. He says he's confident, though, that our state lawmakers will be able to find a solution during a second special legislative session and save our state's tourist attractions.